If you've not seen the leaked episodes of Dragons Rising, click away from this video. This is full spoiler talk about those because it's kind of relevant to the point I'm going to make. This is a very unscripted video, complete ramble about Comic Con panel, which I obviously was not in attendance for. I am living in the UK and I'm not going to San Diego to see this. It was live tweeted by Duck Bricks and the Brick Fan. Thanks to those guys. Anyway, there are a few things I want to talk about. Number one, Duskfall. I hope it's not canon, because otherwise we've got canon deaths for the ninja, and I don't want that at all. Uh, Not in a YouTube miniseries, but I doubt it's canon. They kind of implied it was another timeline. I'm not here to talk about that. I'm here to talk about Ninjago Dragon's Fury. So, basically, Dragon's Fury is the follow-up for Dragon's Rising / Season 5 of Dragon's Rising. But for marketing purposes, they're saying it's a separate show, which means Dragon's Rising has technically already ended thanks to the Tubi episodes. So this means that Dangerous Connections is the last ever episode of Ninjago Dragon's Rising. Think about that for a second. That is the final episode. The last ever episode of Ninjago Dragon's Rising has General Cryptor as the main villain. His brain inside the Ninja Mech Dragon from 2014, which was not remade as a set this year, fighting Wildfire in her Mech Dragon without her new suit that appeared in the sets. And Lloyd just dies? And that is the last episode of Dragon's Rising. Because of this marketing thing that they do to make Dragon's Fury a different show, it means that Dragon's Rising is officially over. And that is such a bizarre, weird way to end Dragon's Rising with that finale. I don't think it was bad. I actually really loved it, but it's such a weird way for that show to end. Genuinely one of my favourite Ninjago seasons, maybe of all time. My plan was to do a review of it, to have out by the actual official release in September. I still plan to do that, but now I could technically do a review of all of Dragon's Rising, because it is officially over, even though the story is definitely not, because we've got this 20 episode last season. But there are other things. Apparently the animation style is slightly different, which makes it even more bizarre. Like, that makes it feel like it's its own thing more, and Netflix are marketing it as its own thing. So technically Dragon's Rising, yeah, it's over. That is how the show ended. I mean, the concept of Jay being the last ninja on screen in Dragon's Rising, which he is hilarious, because he was barely in most of the show. I mean, at least he was kind of goated when he was in it. Like, it was Jay's best season, but I'll share my opinions on season 4 when it's properly out. I just think it's insane that that's how Dragon's Rising ended. One of my friends, Lego Beef 82, follow him on Twitter, pointed out to me that if, like, in 5 years' time, a streamer bought the rights to Dragon's Rising, but not Dragon's Fury, then you would watch the final episode of Dragon's Rising, and you would be so unbelievably confused at that being the ending, because it's just not an ending in any way. I would rather just said it be Dragon's Rising Season 5, but that's the way they've decided to do it, apparently, because of what the streamers want, which I'm not too big of a fan of. But yeah, apparently we've got Evil Ninja and stuff. I'm not really here to talk about the plot of Dragon's Fury. Doc Wyatt said it was his favourite thing he's ever written. I heard similar things about Crystallized. I don't want it to be Crystallized all over again, but you just don't know with Ninjago. I hope it's incredible. I hope the 4 seasons of Dragon's Rising and the 1 season of Dragon's Fury all together make this amazing Ninjago saga. It should do, because I like all of the seasons of Dragon's Rising. 1, 2, and 4 especially. I mean, 4 being my favourite of the lot. I mean, it ended on a high note, but just not an ending note. And I think that's what's really weird about it. But yeah, anyways, if you have seen the leaked episodes, do let me know what you thought of them, first of all, and what you think about this weird development that we've got from Comic-Con. Like, technically it doesn't mean anything at all, but also it kind of does mean a lot. Like, Dragon's Rising, as far as the people who've watched the new episodes are concerned, is now technically officially over. And that is really weird to me.